Is it possible to grow your affiliate sales during the holidays and grow your traffic in your email list? Well, you bet. You can have your cake and eat it too. And I show you exactly how with this strategy in today's episode. Welcome to the Affiliate Guy podcast. If you want to grow your income, serve your tribe, and enjoy all the benefits of affiliate marketing and having your own affiliates, you're in the right place. Thanks for joining me today. Now let's get started. So what if there was a way to use the holidays, as we've talked about through the first 8 episodes, not only to dramatically increase your affiliate sales, but also to bring in new traffic and new subscribers? Well, there is, and that's what today's episode is all about. This is part 9 of our series on holiday promotions. It's a part, as all these episodes have been, it's a part of our ultimate guide to holiday affiliate promos, which you can find at mattmcwilliams.com/holiday guide. We've got all of these podcast episodes on there. We've got tons of bonus content and extra videos and posts. If you follow what we teach in this ultimate guide, you will succeed during the holiday season with your affiliate promos. So go check that out. The ultimate guide to holiday affiliate promotions, mattmcwilliams.com/holiday guide. Now, as always, before we get into today's content, I want to share a quick listener shout out. This is like the 3rd one in a row that's actually from a friend. So that's kind of cool. At least I assume it's from a friend because the username is GJ Hickman, and I believe that's Greg J. Hickman. So guys, just Google Greg Hickman, check him out. He is an amazing dude, doing some awesome stuff online. He says, Matt literally has all the experience in this area that everything he shares is practical, useful, and can be applied immediately. I've noticed that in these listener reviews, these ratings and reviews that people have been leaving on iTunes and wherever you listen to podcasts. They say the same things, practical, useful, and applied immediately. Well, that's what I want this podcast to be. I don't want this to just I have podcasts that I listen to just for fun. I don't apply anything I learn, and I certainly don't apply it immediately, but I want this to be stuff that you can apply immediately, like today's topic, which we'll get into in just a moment. I also do want to point out one thing real quick. It's called Your Best Year Yet giveaway. We've got me and 40 some odd other online marketing experts, just awesome people, tons of tools, templates, training to help you kick off 2020 with more subscribers and more customers and a consistent revenue coming in. I mean, this is like the 12 days of entrepreneurial Christmas, right? So go to mattmcwilliams.com/BYY, mattmcwilliams.com/BYY for best year yet. We've got tons of, this is all free, by the way. So all free, and you're not going to be bombarded with offers and upsells or anything like that. This is just me and a bunch of my friends just spreading some holiday cheer to help you end the year right and start next year strong. So this goes away about a week before Christmas. So go to mattmcwilliams.com/BYY and you can get that best year yet giveaway. So today we're going to talk about a way not only to increase your affiliate sales during the holiday, that's what we've been talking about this whole series, but also in doing so, you're going to draw in some new traffic and some new subscribers. And what we're going to focus on today is posting about the hottest holiday gift items in your niche. Now, I get that there are a few niches where this entire episode might not be relevant. Maybe you're in the B2B space. Your audience is very, very specific, and this just isn't relevant, but keep listening to see if it is relevant. Okay. I can't really think of an example where it might not be relevant, but I'm sure there is. All the times people tell me this will never work in my niche. I'm like, really? It worked in this niche and 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 that are similar. So I don't know. This might be the one episode that it isn't relevant for 1% of the niches, but we're talking about posting about the hot holiday gift items. Again, this is a great way to monetize because you can, if you have an existing list, if you have an audience, you can run these type of things to your audience. You can run these type of promos to your audience. You can create this content for your audience to serve them. But also, you can show up in search results if you optimize these. So what I'm talking about is posts, like the top 10 hottest gift ideas for husbands in 2019. The top gadget gifts for teenagers in 2019, the top gifts for CEOs, the top gifts for entrepreneurs, the top gadgets and gifts for bloggers, the top gadgets and gifts for gardeners, things like that. That's what we're looking for as far as content. The thing is, you've got to do your research. Like you want to do some good keyword research to determine, well, we'll talk about that in a moment. You want to do your research to determine the gifts, first of all. Like there's going to be a certain number of hot products that are in demand during the holiday season. And what you want to do is create blog posts, or they can be pages, but blog posts, pages on your website that have really good content. You want to do really detailed write-ups about these hot products. You want to create them where you don't just you don't just want this to be just text. You want to have lots of images, and I'll kind of teach you the format here in a moment. But you want to use headlines. Use the H3 tag. So if you're not sure what that is, you actually make it a headline in WordPress, for example, and that's how you make the text bigger. But it also tells Google, and when I say Google, I mean any search engine. But let's be honest, Google. It tells Google that's important text. Then you want to have an image of the product, maybe multiple images of the product, maybe one where it's just the product image, and then another where it's the product in use, and you name that image well. We've shared this before on the podcast about SEO and how to do review posts. But what I mean specifically here is you want to make sure to name the image something relevant to the keywords that you're targeting for this post. So if you're targeting top Christmas gifts for corporate CEOs in 2019, okay? I'm just using that as an example, kind of an obscure example, right? Then your images wouldn't just say like image1.jpg and then have no alt text. And if you don't know what this means, it's okay. You can, just click on the image, especially if you're using WordPress or Kajabi or something like that. You click on the image, it'll give you options. You'll see an option there for alt text and descriptions and things like that. It's super easy. But how you name the image. So for instance, top-Christmas-gifts corporate-CEOs-2019.jpg is a better name than image 1 or something like that, or screenshot 2. Name it well, because that's important, and then give it good alt text. And so one of the things that you want to make sure is that your images are relevant to the search terms that are going to attract people. So there's a couple reasons for this. Number one, it'll give credence to the post. It'll make the post rank higher if the images are named well. Secondly, that image will show up in Google image results, which is something that when people are searching for gifts, the people are more likely to go to the image results. And so you want to make sure that, don't name every one of them the same format. Don't name every one of them top-Christmas, et cetera, but give some different keywords in there. And the same with the alt text, make sure you name it well. These are all little things. Nobody outside of like Matt Cutts, who's an SEO expert, I think he still works for Google, and a few others at Google know the exact Google algorithm. But imagine, here's how I look at it when I look at how these things stack up. So you use the H3 tag, you have a long post. You don't just write random words, but you go into detail about the products, and you go into detail describing, the beginning of the post and what it's about and why you should care about this post. because the longer things are, the higher it will rank. All things being equal, a 3,000 word post will rank higher than a 2,000 word post. So imagine your objective is to score 100 points. Like, to get to the number one ranking, you have to score 100 points. And naming the image well is worth, if you have 10 images, naming those 10 images well is worth 10 points. Having good alt text is worth 5 points. Having a longer post is worth 30 points. Having the right keywords in the post is worth 25 points. The right title to the post, Top Christmas Gifts for Corporate CEOs in 2019, is a better name for that post than, say, best. Maybe best is better. You want to kind of see what people are searching for, but it's better than, because that's what you want to rank for, is top, exactly what I just said. That would be better than best holiday items, for CEOs in 2019. No, you specified with the word corporate and you said gifts, and you get where I'm going with that, right? And so then the name of that post, or it's called the URL slug. So the URL slug would be like, mattmcwilliams.com/top-gifts-for-corporate-CEOs-2019, something like that, right? And that might be worth 10 points. And the headline and the keyword density, that's the number of times your keyword is in the actual text. So that's worth 4 points. And then, there's 8 points here and all those things, right? And all that stuff adds up. And then you have, 100 points to get that top ranking. And so literally what the format would look like for this gift guide would be a headline, an image, a description of the product, and then the link to buy. And then in the link to buy, right there, you want to have a good call to action, not just don't link the product name. Maybe create a button that says click here to buy or click here to learn more. And so, like I said, when you're writing those, all things being equal, longer is better for SEO. And so, if you're doing 10 gadgets for entrepreneurs, for example, each of those is maybe 300 words. It's a real easy way, like with an intro and a conclusion and a little bit more information, to get to 3,000 words. And so you create those blog posts, right? And the thing about these type of posts is they tend to be read, especially if you rank well, so you're going to be found. And they also tend to be shared frequently, so you're going to want to make sure you have a really good call to action on the page beyond just linking to these affiliate products. So like I said, this is a great way to make some great affiliate income, because the average person visits your website. Let's say you draw in 5,000 people. Okay, and you can easily do that from a good search ranking. Let's say you draw in 5,000 people and the average person clicks on, 1 out of those 10. And that's it. Maybe the average person clicks on 1. So you get 500 people, and let's say that 10% of them actually buy. You've sold 500 products, and let's just say you make an average of, $20 per sale even. And if I'm doing the math right, that's $10,000 from a single page on your website. And that's probably lowballing a little bit. And then the thing is, you can update that post. This is the key. You update that post for 2020. It already exists because, again, all things being equal, Google ranks pages that have been around longer higher. Plus, you want to keep it updated. And so you can change that to top whatever for 2020, top Christmas gifts for corporate CEOs in 2020. Go ahead and update it in January, though, or even right after Christmas. And now it has all year to sit there getting ranked by Google. And so this is how you do, you create your top 10 gifts, right? Your top 10 gifts. And then I mentioned, how do you grow your email list, right? I'm a little bit all over the place, sorry. Well, above the fold, you have a call to action for them. So this is off the top of my head, if you're talking to entrepreneurs, then you might have the 5 key. Okay, so you're not talking to entrepreneurs. This is for entrepreneurs. So these are likely not entrepreneurs. So you might have like the 5 keys to communicating with the entrepreneur in your life, something like that, right? Maybe you create this page, and the call to action is something that would be relevant to the person on this page. So maybe one of the ways you can do that is you can have the gift guide, but then you have the opt-in is how to save money on these. Like, maybe it's like, my top 5 deals or my top 10 deals for 2019 for the entrepreneurs in your life. So you're getting them to opt in. You're getting to growing your email list. And truth be told, only about 2% of the people are going to opt in. But again, 5,000 people, 2%, if I'm not mistaken, would be 100 people. You made $10,000 and got 100 subscribers. And then you follow up with them with like a quick email sequence that's related to that, the topic that they actually opted in on, and it grows from there. So you create this list. You create these lists. Again, they tend to be read a lot and they tend to be shared. If you have the right title, they're going to pull in traffic. They're more likely to be commented on. And again, the more content you have like this, the more Google says this is an authoritative site on gadget reviews or whatever the case may be. So create a lot of pages and then make sure that you link them to each other. So one of the other ways that you could, for that 2019 to 2020 example is you link from the 2019 page, which is authority on Google, and then you link to the 2020 page. If you have a post about the top tech gadgets for entrepreneurs, and then you have another for the top gifts for CEOs, make sure they link to each other. Make sure they link to each other, because then they're giving each other authority. And then lastly, follow all the other stuff we talked about. We'll talk about in the next few episodes as well, some good stuff, but having an exclusive code for one of these products, right? Having a variety of price points, as we talked about. So on this page, if you have an exclusive code, make sure you mention it. Make sure you have a variety of price points. Have a $2,000 product on there. Corporate CEOs, right? You might be able to afford a $2,000 product. Also have a $20 product that's still really good. Have a $30 product, a $100 product. Have a $500 product and a $1,000 product, and even have like a product that might only be $10. Because here's the thing, if they come there and they're looking for a gadget that's under $50 and you don't give it to them, you make nothing, and they don't subscribe, they leave. If everything you have is over $100 and they don't have that in their budget, you make zero. You make absolutely nothing. And, they never come back. But if you have a variety on there, at least you capture, maybe it's a $20 product. You get a 6% commission. You make, what is that, like $1.20? That's better than zero. And maybe they subscribe because they're like, oh, that's really cool. So again, if you're doing this, promote it to your list. We talked about teasing it in advance. We talked about teasing it on social media. Post it on social media. Include it in an email. Tell them hey, we're releasing our top 10 gadgets for entrepreneurs, and you have some holiday themed creatives on that page. You'll see a boost in sales as well. Have a banner ad, all that fun stuff. Have those but it's, if there's a limited time promo, then update the page, but keep that page updated throughout the holiday season, because then it's more likely to rank high as well. Do all the stuff we talked about, exclusive codes, all those things. This is not only a great way to bring in some affiliate sales, but to bring in awesome traffic and gain some subscribers. So that is tip number 9 in our series here, our 12-part series on holiday affiliate promotions. In the next lesson, in the next tip, we're going to talk about one of the big keys in terms of messaging these products. So make sure to come back for that. Remember, go check out our ultimate guide to holiday affiliate promotions at mattmcwilliams.com/holiday guide. We got all these episodes and so much more there. I will see you there. mattmcwilliams.com/holiday guide. I'll see you there, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for listening today. Remember to check out all of our deep dives into affiliate marketing at theaffiliateguy.tv. And if you have a question, you can ask it at asktheaffiliateguy.com. Who knows? Might end up being featured on this podcast.